These athletes nearly died from lifting extremely heavy weight in which completely surpasses beyond what a normal human being could comprehend. Through the past centuries, heavy lifting had always been a favorite sport since the old age, when cavemen would carry massive boulders to build shelter for the Ooga Booga children. So just to summarize what I was just yapping about, is that lifting heavy is the key foundation of masculinity and dominance. So in this video, I will be talking about the top 10 most heaviest compound lifts of all time. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with interesting content like this. Let's get into the video. Starting from powerlifter number 10 is Tom Stoltman, who was born in May 30th, 1994, diagnosed with autism as a kid growing up, but that did not stop him from going after success in life. So he joined the strongman sport later on, gained crazy strength gradually through the years of consistent training. Tom Stoltman holds the heaviest Atlas stone lift at 286 kg, which is equivalent to 630 pounds. This is absolutely diabolical and represents the tapped strength he has in his bloodline, in which one day he could save planet Earth from being hit by a planet-ending asteroid.
Later, everything was I had to reprocess things 3 or 4 times over. So that's why I excelled at sport, because there's always, with people with additional needs, there's always one thing that they're good at, and there's always one thing that they don't exceed at all. There's never really in between, so I still excelled at sports, but could not do maths. I was maybe in S2, S3 doing S1 maths, whereas in sport I was above in the class, so it's that for me it was that's a difference in it, and it was also
Number 9 is Zydrunus SAVICKAS. I cannot really pronounce his name. His name is quite foreign, okay? But born in July 15th, 1975, and sits at one of the greatest strongmen of all time, winning multiple world's strongman title. Zydrunus holds the heaviest axle press at 217 kg, which is equivalent to 478 pounds. This man is a true Viking, and could have been a true companion if he had showed up to the movie 300 from saving the Spartan army from being defeated. Number 8 is Cheick, better known as Iron Biby, who was born in 1992 somewhere in Burkina Faso. Grew up being bullied at school due to his size, which led to him becoming the best overhead presser in strongman history. Iron Biby holds a record of log lifting of 231 kg, equivalent to 509 pounds.
31 kilograms. We know that this man is truly unbelievable. Can he make history here at the Strongman Open? There's the clean. Needing to amend that balance and dust. Oh, there it is! Above the head and there! The down signal.
As a kid, people used to make fun at me. I was like a big kid. So when I was growing up, I wasn't confident. I didn't really like myself. I wanted to be like the other kids. When I was selected in the team, I was really happy. I was really, really happy. And at the same time, I started being more confident. While I'm trying to lose weight, it's not working. I'm getting stronger. And the comments from the friends in the gym, wow, did you see this new guy from Africa? He's really strong.
Number 7 is Julius Maddox. Born in May 13th, 1987 in the US, embarked serious drug addiction problems and overcame the addiction later on. Julius then played around with benching and found himself throwing 210 pounds in the air. Julius sits at a record at the heaviest bench at 335 kg, equivalent to 782 pounds.
Some of the roughest seasons I went through was after I graduated high school. I'm in college all by myself, and basically I dove right in. A lot of that was due to things that I didn't get as a kid, such as attention and things like that. And when you start to get those things, especially when you're engaging in activities that you shouldn't be engaging in, you have a sense of being a part of something. And the lifestyle became an addiction in itself. Eventually, I just quit going to school all around and continued the lifestyle of partying. And not only partying, but also I got into the distribution of drugs. In that season, over a time period of 8 years, I found myself in and out of jail, using more drugs than I've ever used before. And the only thing that was on my mind was making money and partying. Deep down inside, really, I was crying out for help. I didn't wake up every morning wanting to be a drug addict or wanting to sell drugs. It's just that all of the bad choices that I've made kept pushing me deeper and deeper inside that lifestyle.
Number 6 is Larry Wheels. Born in December 3rd, 1994, grew up in a foster care and turned into powerlifting as an escape from his drug life party. Larry by far is one of the most popular powerlifters in social media. Even your grandma probably knows or probably seen Larry Wheels somewhere in the reels, scrolling in search for the brain rot content. Larry Wheels sits at a record of pulling 435 kg, equivalent to 959 pounds. You know, at this point, Larry isn't human. Let's just be honest. The amount of weight Larry Wheels literally Number 5 is Ray Williams. Born in August 15th, 1986, spent most of his life playing football and later retired football for powerlifting. Ray Williams sits at a record of squatting 430 kg, equivalent to 1,000. Fuck, man, this number, I'm sorry guys, the number is too long, okay? He equivalent to that number, yeah.
That would have to be bracing. Proper bracing can turn a bad squat into an okay squat. Because a lot of people, as coaches and as students of powerlifting, they're told to always breathe deep, take a deep breath. But in saying that, you're not saying enough. When you brace, when you take that air in, you have to make sure you're not just taking it in your chest. You're not just inflating your chest. You want to take it in, you want to belly breathe. You almost want to, when you brace, you want to suck the air in and push out against your belt as if somebody is about to punch you in the stomach. And that's my best cue. Proper bracing is an awesome way to turn a bad squat into an okay squat into a great squat.
Number 4 is Eddie Hall. Born in January 15th, 1998 in England, Eddie Hall grew up being a highly competitive swimmer and later switched to powerlifting. Eddie Hall is known for his rivalry with Thor, not the actual Marvel superhero Thor, but the Thor the powerlifter.
Who sanctioned the 501 deadlift? Who sanctioned it?
It's in the world.
Who sanctioned it?
WUS.
WUS.
Yeah.
Who from WUS was there?
Eddie.
Who from WUS was there?
I'm not answering you.
Because no one was there. Who refereed it?
Your best friend, Magnusson.
Yeah, my best friend. Did you know Magnusson was bullied into refereeing that?
He was bullied?
He was bullied. He was told
He's a grown-ass man.
His record sets at deadlifting 500 kg which is equivalent to 1,102 pounds, a lift which nearly cost his life. Okay, maybe I'm over-exaggerating for this one, but he passed out after the lift, but the nosebleed was worth the record.
Because with all the blood that came out, I was proper like, has something popped, has something gone wrong? Because there's been instances where strength athletes have actually like burst aortic valves and blood's come up from the mouth and all sorts of shit. So I had some bad feelings, you know, it's quite traumatic.
Number 3 is half a yo. I cannot pronounce this. I'm sorry. This is some other weird, goofy, alien, ancient, script name. I cannot pronounce this. But this guy was born in November 26, 1998 in Iceland, played as a basketball player and switched to powerlifting. This man is This man is best known for playing as the Mountain in the Game of Thrones. His record sits at deadlifting 501 kg, equivalent to 1,104 pounds, being the first person to break Eddie Hall's 2016 record in 2020.
Same goes to my dad and everyone else, you know, very, very hardworking family.
Do you know why there's a strong culture from United?
Do I know why? I think, you know, John Paul Simonson kind of like opened the doors for the other guys. He showed that this is possible. Like, there's always has to be the first guy to make the first record, and then you have all the believers that believe that they can beat that record. And that's how it all starts, you know. And who knows, if John Paul never had won the World Super competition, maybe Magnus would have never won it, or maybe I never have started doing strongman. Sometimes it has to start somewhere for others to believe, you know, and it's very important to believe in yourself.
Number 2 is Jimmy Kolb, born in 1990s and spent his whole life specializing in bench press techniques and coaching. He sits at a record of benching 612 kg, equivalent to 1,350 pounds, while using a bench press shirt. This is truly insane, guys. I mean, bro could be the only one to actually bench press Lizzo for the first time in history.
I could compete any given week.
All right, so with that, just to kind of spill it back to what we talked about before, how do you implement your accessories, if at all? Right? Are the accessories only on the days like what Saturday was, or are the accessories in there pretty much all the time?
They're in there all the time. I got it wrong. I was doing a lot of heavy triceps on Wednesday, which gives me 2 days to recover for my big important day.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that needs to stop. So I switched it to where Wednesday is more like chest and shoulders and very light triceps. I want fresh elbows for Saturday. Mm-hmm. Saturday is always heavy bench followed by heavy triceps, because now I have 3 days to recover before I bench again on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I only changed that maybe like 5 months ago.
So what would be the heavy, let's go with Saturday first, what would be the heavy triceps, assuming that the bench wasn't 100%?
Sure. I got it in my head, even if the bench is 100%, I still have it in my head that I can't just be happy with that and satisfied. Okay, I can take it easy. No, I still have to keep that dialment on position. So I still try to do heavy triceps. Okay. Relatively speaking, if I can't go super heavy because I'm smoked from the bench, I'll still try to go heavy as I can. Might not be my best, but it's still heavy.
Okay, the intent's there.
The intent is still there.
Got it.
The weight might not be, but the intent is still there.
And the number 1 you've been waiting for, the strongest of the strongest, is Paul Anderson, born in October 1932. God damn, boy, shit. This man was the founder of the powerlifting genre. Bro was alive way back before than the same powerlifting we see today. His record stands at back lifting 2,840 kg. Just let that sink in. 2,840 kg, equivalent to 6,270 pounds. This lift was suicidal, and this was most definitely from genetics. Back then, those, in the black and white days, nobody had access to Reddit to see the proper technique hack to carry a weight as fast as possible. There was simply no enough backed research, which makes him the godfather of powerlifting.
They call Paul Anderson the strongest man who ever lived, and there's good reason for that. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Anderson once backlifted 6,270 pounds, the greatest weight ever raised by a human being. Here before, when Paul arrived at the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne, he was the prohibitive favorite for the super heavyweight lifting gold medal, but he came down with a terrible fever, became wobbly and weak. The competition came down to the final 3 attempts, with Paul struggling badly.
Don't you think it'd be a good idea if we got this weight overhead? So I pushed, the weight went overhead, I won the competition. I didn't lift what I had before, I didn't lift what I have since, but I won. I was always very cocky, but I found then that I needed God, that I needed to depend on someone else. And so that's how I won the Olympic gold medal and quit taking anything for granted.
So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification, as missing a video from me, Cheick it's like missing a whole, like a whole $20 million lottery win. So stay safe, don't ego lift. Comment down below who did I miss in this video. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.